Thank you for joining me. Today we will be sculpting a creature for an upcoming monster raising and battling game called Goodbuddies. I'm developing this game solo. If you enjoy today's music, you may certainly download that and use that as royalty-free music for your own projects, whether that is a video game or a video. Head on over to Patreon. This is exclusive to Patreon supporters, so you may download this music if you enjoy it. Now, we're using an older program called Sculpts. This has been discontinued, but it's still quite a good program. It's lightweight. It does not do too much to help. It has compatibility with drawing tablets. I'm using a Wacom Cintiq tablet. It has pressure sensitivity and allows me to work quickly and efficiently. Here we first define the overall shape of the creature here. We want to consider that these designs, the design philosophy and the design language for this particular game, it should be quite soft. There should be a cuteness to it, despite the designs implying some sense of danger. So I want to try to remain consistent with large, round, soft shapes, considering that these creatures should be made of goo. After all, the game is called Goodbuddies. As I create these creatures, you can see that I try to convey a sense of mass and viscosity when it comes to the body mass. There tends to be a pooling of mass towards the bottom of the creatures here, as if they are comprised of some gelatinous material, and that their mass is responding to gravity, and it appears a bit squishy as it rests on the ground here. Despite sharks being quite intimidating and scary, you can see by having soft, round features around the nose area, the jawline, the mouth, they are all quite round. There is robustness and softness to it, and that gives it a sense of cuteness, of friendliness. You can see there is implied with the shape of the jawline a little bit of a smile. There can be a sense of cute naivety with facial designs, and that is something that you can imply with these sort of smiles and the shape of the head around the eyes. I'm going to define a bit of mass here for the fins. Normally I play these videos sped up, but this one is in real time to show you what it looks like to work in real time. I'm creating this design with a design philosophy I call concept on canvas. Concept on canvas means that you create the final draft of the work right on the canvas without preparing any kind of rough draft. This means that you must consider the design ahead of time. So in your mind, you create the design. The rough draft is entirely in your mind, so that by the time you start creating the work on canvas, you already know exactly what the work will look like. You already understand. You've made every small final decision that should go into creating a design, so there is no need a rough draft. And this is something that you can do. Generally, it works best when you work in small teams or alone, so that you can save yourself time. If you're working in a team, generally it's best to have rough drafts so you can discuss the designs. You can see I'm paying close attention to the scale of the fins here. If they are too big, it will make the creature look older and menacing. So by having smaller features such as smaller fins, it makes the creature look younger and more friendly and more adorable. I am using the reduce brush here to reduce the polygon count. You can see the creature. The model is comprised of triangles or polygons. The more polygons you have, the more complex the creature will be. and the more cost it will have to the engine to render. It will negatively impact the frame rate if you have many polygons. So I am manually reducing the polygons with the reduce brush. This allows me to make sure that the creature, the 3D model, consists of a polygon count that is not too difficult for the game engine to render. You can see the shape of the mouth, particularly under the nose, is designed in such a way to help the creature look cute, like he has a little cute little bump on the inside of his mouth, or a little indent that makes him just look adorable and less threatening. We can go ahead and load this 3D model into the game engine here. It is not yet rigged for animation, but we will go ahead and put this into the game engine just to see it running in engine. So using the default shader, we see it doesn't quite match the art style of the other creatures. Go ahead and just position and scale this creature accordingly. And this is what the shader looks like before we apply the shader that determines the visual aesthetic. We'll go ahead and copy and paste an eye template from another creature, and we will place and position that accordingly. Let's go ahead and put our goo shader on there. Here the shark is now green. We will position our eyes. This takes a fair bit of fine-tuning. It is the placement and the scale of the eyes that really determines the expressiveness, the soul of the creature. Photographers say that the eyes are the window to a subject's soul, and that is absolutely true when it comes to 3D modeling. So the shape and the position of the eyes really determines how this creature presents itself, how you connect with it on a human level. And so I want to make sure that the eyes are positioned in just the right place and they are just the right scale, so it has the right level of cuteness, of innocence, of naivety, and to really sell that adorable look. Having smaller eyes, having larger eyes, all of those things have a significant impact. So I'm going to take my time and position it where I think it looks just right. Maybe a little bit more forward facing to make the creature look more like it is looking forward, perhaps towards the viewer. Let's try a couple other colors here. We have pink goo. We'll want to raise the creature to make sure it is above the ground so that outline shader can really work effectively here. That looks quite right. You can see with the visual aesthetic, the design philosophy is you can see the lumpiness below the creature as it's resting on the ground. It makes it look soft and squishy. We have purple. Let's go and try some other colors. Blue looks quite nice. Red is also quite nice. Black. Now that looks powerful. I think I'll stick with blue for now. What a fun-looking creature. This seems just right. When he's forward-facing, he looks quite adorable. Looks like he's looking up towards the viewer. Let's have a closer look at our creature here. Yes, I think those eyes are placed well. They look like they're sticking out a little bit, giving him a little bubble-eyed personality to him. He looks quite adorable and friendly here. This is one good goo buddy, one good friend. Let's go ahead. We can take a look at some of our other designs here, our other goo buddies. This one appears to be tree-like with his many appendages. He's got a bit of a worried look on his face. His eyes are smaller in comparison to the rest of his body. It gives him a sort of a beady-eyed look. Here's a nice little octopus friend. You can see the appendages are bulbous at the end, really selling a sense of the goo pooling at the ends of the appendages, giving this creature a soft, friendly look. We can take a look at a few other designs here. Let's take a look at this fun, gooey creature. He sure looks a bit worried, doesn't he? Let's have a look at the creature animated. A little bit of squash and stretch here really helps to sell the sense of mass, the low viscosity. It would be nice to see some physics simulation as these creatures move about. And that's all we have time for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I especially want to thank the Patreon supporters. You guys make it possible for me to spend time working on these videos and creating free homebrew games that I can share with you. If you would like to watch a few other videos, I will put them on screen now. And again, if you want to use this music or even just download it and use it, you can use it for your own projects royalty free. You can download that for Patreon supporters. Thank you very much. Be well. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.